Hi, in this video we're going to take a look at the Cartesian plane, also called the number plane. By the end of this video you should be able to use this Cartesian plane in order to plot points. But what am I talking about? What do I mean when I say plot points? In fact, what do I mean when I say use the words Cartesian plane? Well, let's have a look at what a Cartesian plane is. Here it is. A Cartesian plane is two lines that cross. They're actually number lines, and those number lines will cross at 0. Where they cross, we call it the origin, and the word origin means where everything begins. We have two lines, two number lines. The horizontal number line is called the x-axis, and we put a little x at the end of our line, and the vertical line is called the y-axis. It's a lot easier to call these lines x and y than it is to call it the horizontal and the vertical axis. We use this Cartesian plane in order to plot points in a space. If I wanted to say where each of those points are, I can do that because there is a Cartesian plane here. If there was no plane there, it's pretty hard to see where each point is. I couldn't tell you if I'm looking at this point or that point. In fact, using the words this point and that point don't really tell you which point to look at. So what we have to do is name them as well. So we name them with capital letters. That's how we name points. Now, if I wanted to tell you where A was, or where B or C was, I could say that A is to the right of B and down, or I could say that C is above D, but it doesn't give me a precise location. And that's what the Cartesian plane does for us. So let's see how we would do that. We use what's called an ordered pair. An ordered pair is a couple of numbers used to locate a position of a point on a Cartesian plane. Let me give you an example of what the ordered pair for A would be. So it's a couple of numbers, so it's 5 and 3 in that order. The order is important. 5 has to go first and then 3, and I'll show you why in a second. And the way I got those numbers was like this. I start at the origin. I look at the origin, and in order to tell where A is, I need to go either left or right on the x-axis first. We always go left or right first. And because A is to the right, I'm going to go to the right 5 spots. That's why there is a 5 as my first number. Then I'm going to go either up or down. Now, because A is above the x-axis, I'm going to go up. And I'm going to go up to 3 on my y-axis. So I get the ordered pair of 5, 3 because I've gone across 5 and up 3. Let's have a look at what B would be. B is the point 0, 5. Again, I start at my origin. I'm going to start by going left or right 0 because I'm not going left or right on my x-axis at all. I'm staying on my y-axis. And then I'm going up 5, and that's why 5 is my second number. That was a little bit tricky. Let's have a look at C. C is the point -4, 1. I look at my center, I look at my origin, I go left -4, and then I go up 1. So this is the point -4, 1. Let's have a look at D. Now for D, I start in my origin again. I need to go to the left, so I'm going to go 2 spots to the left to -2, and then I need to go down, and I need to go down to -4. And the point for D is -2, -4. Why don't you pause the video and try E for yourself, or just have a look at it and see if you can work out what the ordered pair would be for E. Alright, well, if you haven't paused it, what you would do is you would start at the center, you would go across to where it lines up with E, and that goes across 5, so 5 is the first number, and then we go down, and we go down to -6. It is really important that you go left and right first, and then go up and down, and don't go the other way. Don't try and go up and down first, and then either left or right. Why don't you try something for yourself and plot in your mind where the point F would be, which is at -6, 4. Alright, let's see how well you went plotting -6, 4. I look at the center. The first number is -6, so I'm going to go across to -6 on my x-axis. And then 4 is my second number, so I'm going to go up 4 on my y-axis. That's where my point ends up. And I need to name it with that capital letter F. Do you notice how I don't have any arrows on my Cartesian plane right now? I was just using those arrows to show you where I was moving. We don't actually draw any arrows to our points. And that's it. That's how you plot points. So what do I want you to do now? Well, I want you to go back to the website and print off the Cartesian plane that's at the bottom of the page on our website. If you can't print, then what you're going to need to do is use a ruler and draw a number plane for yourself. And make sure you space your numbers out. About 1 centimeter should do it. So you should have a horizontal line going from -7 to 7, should be about 14 centimeters, and then a vertical line going from -7 to 7 as well, making sure that they cross at 0. Then what I want you to do is I want you to plot the points on your number plane, just like we have here on the page, and then write the points next to it, which I've got down the bottom on the right. And that's it. That should be enough information in order for you to do some work on the Cartesian plane. So hopefully you know how to plot points and maybe even read some points, and you should get some proper exercise using your textbook. Good luck.